looks like PlayStation may finally be making a serious effort at taking on Xbox Game Pass and stealing the crown from them for streaming services. As Jason Schreier from Bloomberg is reporting that they're making a new service to take on Game Pass. Now, I've combed through this article, and it seems like it's not quite what they should be doing, in my opinion, but it's definitely a step forward from what they have now. So let's get into this. Again, Bloomberg by Jason Schreier, and it says plus sign up next to Jason Schreier, so I don't know what that means, but okay. But he says Sony Group Corp's PlayStation division is planning a new subscription service to compete with rival Microsoft Corp's popular Xbox Game Pass, according to people familiar with Sony's plans and documents reviewed by Bloomberg. The service, codenamed Spartacus, will allow PlayStation owners to pay a monthly fee for access to a catalog of modern, and classic games. Said the people who asked not to be identified because they weren't authorized to speak to the press about the plans. The offering will likely be available on the smash hit PlayStation 4, which has sold more than 116 million units, and its elusive successor, the PlayStation 5, which launched more than a year ago, but is still difficult to buy due to supply chain issues. I actually just got a PlayStation 5 a few weeks ago, and I've been playing it. That's one of the reasons why I haven't posted in a little over a month. Not the main reason, but it's a small reason. I played Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, and Spider-Man Miles Morales, and it's a really good system. And the controller is insane, but that's besides the point here. I also plan on reviewing those two games eventually. I want to get a capture card so I can get some gameplay recorded to put in the review, but that's besides the point here. He says when it launches, expected in the spring, the service will merge Sony's two existing subscription plans, PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now. Currently, PlayStation Plus is required for most online multiplayer games and offers free monthly titles. PlayStation Now also allows users to stream or download older games. Documents reviewed by Bloomberg suggest that Sony plans to retain PlayStation Plus branding, but phase out PlayStation Now. So it doesn't really seem like it's a new service, like it says in the title. It just kind of seems like it's a revamp. Because they say they want to keep the PlayStation Plus branding, but PlayStation Now is going to be combined with it. So is it just going to be PlayStation Plus, but with PlayStation Now, which is no longer PlayStation Now? It doesn't seem like a new service. If they give it a new name, it's not technically not a new service, it's just a revamp. So it's just a little bit of word games there. But continuing on, details on Spartacus may still not be finalized, but documentation reviewed by Bloomberg outlines a service with 3 tiers. The first would include existing PlayStation Plus benefits. Second would offer a large catalog of PlayStation 4 and eventually PlayStation 5 games. The third tier would add extended demos, game streaming, and a library of classic PS1, PS2, PS3, and PSP games. Where's PS Vita? Come on. A representative for PlayStation didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. The PS3 is a bigger deal than the others, considering there's never been backwards compatibility for it on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. But they've had PS1, PS2, and PSP games on the PlayStation Store for a while. I mean, not all of them, obviously, but some of them. With PlayStation 3, I don't think they have, maybe a few of them. But people have really wanted that backwards compatibility from PlayStation 3, and they haven't done it yet. So if they add a lot of PS3 games on there, that would be a big deal for a lot of people. Although the PlayStation has outsold the Xbox in recent years, Sony has lagged behind Microsoft on the subscription front. With this new structure, Sony will look to compete with an Xbox feature that has been popular and lucrative. And Game Pass is an amazing deal. I've had it since they announced the beta for PC, even though I don't really play PC games. When they announced that a couple years ago at E3, I jumped on that, and it's a great deal. I recommend it. Microsoft's Game Pass, which is often dubbed the Netflix of video games, has more than 18 million subscribers. It allows users to pay $10 to $15 a month for unlimited access to several hundred games. Xbox has built its overall strategy around the service in recent years, putting all of its internally published games on Game Pass as soon as they're released. Xbox has also made big acquisitions such as Bethesda Softworks last year for $7.5 billion, with a goal of bolstering the Game Pass library. They purchased ZeniMax that included Bethesda Softworks and many more studios, but that's just a clarification. I think PlayStation kind of needs to do what Game Pass is doing with what Jason Schreier just mentioned here, is they need to put newly released games on that service, not just Uncharted 4 that came out 5 years ago. As much as I love that game, you can buy it for $9.99 now. They need to do more than that. They need to put something like I just mentioned, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, or Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man came out a few years ago. You can get that for cheap now. I think it's $19.99 normally. I'm not sure on that. Game of the Year edition, at least. But, I mean, you can't just have the old games on there. That's great for some people, but you're just going to have that in a limited selection of your PlayStation 4 and 5 games. You're not going to do well. It's just kind of like PlayStation Now. It's not going to sell. They also need to make deals with these other studios to put their games on their service. Like Xbox been doing, Microsoft. They've made deals with Square Enix a lot. Enix, however you want to pronounce it. Ubisoft. EA, they combine that with EA Play. So if this is their plan, I don't think this is going to sell nearly as much as what Microsoft has right now. There's not nearly as much as a reason for people that are just getting the newest releases to jump on this. This is great for retro gamers, but not for the normie or not for the big release gamers, the new big release gamers. I don't know what you want to call those. He finishes up with, Sony is also putting resources into expanding its efforts in cloud gaming. People familiar with the plan said. Microsoft's xCloud game streaming service became widely available earlier this year. And I don't think that's been hugely successful. I haven't used it, at least. But I don't hear people talking about that as they do with Game Pass. So I don't know they necessarily need to get into that market. I guess you can get some mobile gamers into it, but I don't think there's a huge market there right now. But I guess you can do that if that's what you want to do. I don't think it's going to sell this if you combine it with it. Sure, go ahead, I guess. But like I said before, I don't think this is going to come near Game Pass at the moment with these plans. If they do what I said, if they add new games like closer to when they release, not like years down the line, and they make deals with other studios, put their games on there when they release or close to release, then it might do better. But Xbox has market cornered for this, and it doesn't seem like, or at least there's no mention of them putting it on PC, which I think that would do a lot for it. Possibly. Again, I think they need to add those newer games, but I think that would give them higher numbers than what they would get just putting it on PlayStation. Obviously. But I do appreciate them making an effort to compete here. Competition's always good. But I just don't think they have what they need to compete with Game Pass. I still think they're kind of cutting corners here. They need to go all in if they want to compete with Game Pass at all. I think Game Pass has a huge advantage. They have original Xbox games, they have 360 games, they have Xbox One, Series X games, they have new releases. So, this is really not close at all. I mean, I do think this will make them money. I think they'll get more subscriptions off of this than they did with PS Now. But I don't think this brings them close to Game Pass. But let me know what you think about this. Thanks for watching. Like if you like to subscribe if you want to see more, comment, share. I have another channel called Thoughtful Outlaw Sports where I talk about basketball, baseball, football, and anything else sports related I'm interested in, so check that out. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.